Let me just get some stuff set up. Also, Lisa, how was your weekend so far? I don't think I probably asked you that.
Oh, it's been pretty good. It's been a really stressful week because we've been super busy, and then we're still super busy next week. So I got home Friday, and it was a pretty awful Friday for everyone at the hospital. And I just
Oh,
basically crashed. Went to bed at like 8:30 and didn't get up till like 9 the next morning.
oof. You slept for basically 12 hours straight.
Oh yeah, no, I just crashed. It was not a fun week.
Sorry to hear that.
No, it's fine. It's just we're super busy. So
I mean, that makes sense. Like, you're super, super busy. It's...
yeah, well, it doesn't help that we're all of our departments are understaffed. So
It really doesn't. Did you get your second shot, by the way? Right, you did, right?
oh yeah, I've been vaccinated for a while now.
Okay, yeah. So you don't need the excuse of, hey, I need to get my second shot, PTOD or whatever, PTO or
No,
whatever. Yeah.
no, I don't have that excuse anymore.
Actually, I just so actually, I this is a little bit of a story from Sean, actually, because I uh I originally um I originally had like he originally had like because he works in the afternoon kind of thing till late night
Yeah.
on on weekends. But today he was like, I was gonna join your stream, but apparently somebody decided to like did not really tell people that he was getting a second shot yesterday, and didn't get PTO for today basically, because he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be fine and all that stuff, and it's just like now he needs to take the day off because of the second shot, and
Yeah.
that ruins
It,
the entire scheduling of a lot of people.
oh yeah, that definitely happened to one of my coworkers. Most of our my coworkers have been fine with their second shot. It's not been affecting anyone really too bad.
Hmm.
I've had people who've done that, come to work the next day or worked, after getting it, and they've been, maybe like a little headache and some soreness, but not too bad. But one of my coworkers got the shot and then she just got super sick. She was out for like days.
It's like it's just one of those things is that you may not feel sick right away,
No,
but
it's definitely like the I think most people are, not everyone, but I think a lot of people, if they're getting sick from it, experiencing symptoms, they're getting them like the next day.
mhm. Like it took me like what? Like I was fine for like 14 hours after I got the shot, but like my body got a fever. So what ended up happening is that I couldn't sleep properly at that night. So what ended up me is just had
Mm.
tossing and turning at night, and then it's like the rest of the day for the next day I was just actually having a headache. My body was slightly hot, and I was actually extremely tired.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's like I didn't get a lot of bad symptoms. I would have actually had like not tiredness if my body didn't make me toss and turn so much.
Yeah, if you could actually have been gone to sleep.
Yeah, that's what.
That, yeah, that sucks. I don't know, when I got my second shot, obviously my whole arm hurt, so I was fine sleeping until I like turned onto that arm and I was just like, "Oh, that hurts." But I never got like a fever or anything. I don't know. I think I got like a little bit of a headache, a little bit of nausea the next day, but I don't know if that was from the shot or not. It was like really just kind of like lasted maybe an hour or so.
Mhm.
It's like barely anything. which is great because I don't like being sick. And I heard quite a few stories from other people who got pretty sick from the second shot.
Yeah, because like it's actually funny because I like my parents, like my dad and my brother got the same shot as I did. I think they got the same shot I did, like both Pfizer, yeah. And what happened was they got the shot and both of them didn't feel sick. They just got like, oh, we are just tired. My dad continued working the same day and everything is just like, oh, cool. I should be fine the next day kind of thing. And what ended up just happening was I just couldn't sleep properly. That was a big
Yeah.
problem.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just tossing and turning all night.
I hate the tossing and turning. It's like you hate the fact like it really does, like I really hate the fact that when your body, like you're trying to sleep, it's like your body gets too hot and you just like you want to cool down, but then you get too cold and you need to put the blanket on, but you're getting too hot and you just like keep going like that, tossing, turning, find a good spot. You can't sleep in a good spot, or it's like your mind just like doesn't work. It's like it's just one of those things like I wish my body didn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, the hot and cold flashes.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called, right? Yeah,
Yeah, hot flash,
hot flash.
chills.
Why does that happen? Hot flash? No, I know, no, hot. I know the hotness is for like the fever and stuff. But why does the cold happen? Chill again.
I mean, it just depends. I think it might be the rapid change in temperature, but I don't know. It's also just your immune system working in overdrive.
That could probably be it. I just hate
So
that
just kind
feeling.
of like, I think all the well, I don't know exactly anything about that, but
The
I
hormone.
guess would probably just be all the hormones and stuff your body is releasing can trick your body into uh, thinking the temperature is the body, your normal body temperature is lower than what it should be because your homeostasis is completely off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look it up on Google. Woo!
What? But Alyssa, you're here and you're a biology major.
Yeah, but I'm not a human biology major.
You're a general biology major, right? Just general.
Yeah, but my focus is on like other species, not Homo sapiens.
Homo sapiens. Nani?
I mean, I took anatomy, but that's just more regular bodily functions and names, systems, and specific interactions like that.
That's true. Oh,
I'm much more interested in dissecting things than
that sounds
knowing
so.
necessarily the complications of hot and cold flashes.
It sounds so weird that you just say like I'm interested in more of the like dissecting of anything. It sounds so weird that you just say that.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I took anatomy and phys in high school, and I had a blast with that, and we dissected things all year long. I mean, we gotta see what are they called? Preserved animals in zoology, but I never got to dissect anything in college, so it was pretty disappointing.
I'm surprised that you never got to actually dissect anything in college personally.
No, I think it was just I didn't take the right lab courses. I took general, what was it? General physiology in college. And I think that just focused on like obviously normal bodily functions, and I think if I took probably the next level of anatomy, in Fizz, I would have dissected something, but I didn't. And then none of the other lab courses that I saw had any type of dissections involved. At least not the ones I needed for my degree. But we saw a lot of specimens, preserved specimens, which was pretty cool. But yeah, that was sad. Didn't get to dissect anything. I actually have seen more dissections at work than than I did in college.
Wait, at work?
Yeah, well, when they do surgeries.
Oh, okay. I was I
No,
would.
not. I guess I don't know if they technically classify as dissections, but they're still cutting open areas for surgery.
I was actually thoroughly concerned for a little bit.
No, I mean there was one time where after we set a 30-hour block for a staff meeting, and that only took like maybe an hour and a half or so.
Mhm.
So we essentially had free time for the next hour or so, and one of my coworkers brought in a she was taking a class and she had a bird that she needed to dissect, and so she was dissecting it on one of the lab tables, and it was great because like two of us were like hovering around her watching her and being like, oh my god, that's so cool, look, it's the tendons, and everyone else is like avoiding us being like, oh my god.
He's like, you guys are so weird looking at dissecting this stuff.
Too much. It was pretty cool though. I don't remember what type of bird it was, but
You
a generic bird.
should have like described it to Jamie. She would know.
But, oh no, I don't even remember what it looked like. I was too busy looking at its insides.
Ew. I don't remember what it looks like. I was just like, I know what it looks like on the inside is all.
Yeah, well, we were looking at like the trachea and esophagus, so the neck muscles, and then down into the like abdominal cavity, so the stomach and all that. I don't think we ever took out its brain, but I've taken out a brain before in a fetal pig. That was interesting.
Cool.
I know. You got me off topic, Nick. I could go on for hours talking about all the dissections.
I mean, I'm not saying I hate it. I'm just like, I'm a little. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Concerned, or like I know you like dissection. I know what I was getting into. I was just like, one of those things is just like the amount of stuff you've dissected is like.
To be fair, I've only dissected like 3 things that were actually like still in their normal state, like the fetal pig, the cats, and the bird. Everything else I have dissected have already been like taken out of the animal. So like the cow heart I dissected, it was just the heart. The sheep eyeball, obviously just the eyeball. So I didn't take those out, but yeah.
What do you hate
I
about
will say the fetal pig dissection was definitely the most fun at dissection, mainly because we got to take out the brain, even if it was a bit damaged, because we didn't know how to do it. But dissection is not for everyone. There were definitely some people in the course who couldn't handle it, mostly due to the preservative smells. It's really strong. But I definitely thought when I first started the course I would have more of an issue with the dissections. But nope, I had no problem whatsoever. In fact, I really enjoyed it. Obviously.
What do you dislike about dissecting? Because like I never heard you actually dislike about dissecting much.
Definitely the preservatives. The smell is awful. It's super strong and it lingers for a long time. Um, I mean, you can get used to it, but it's definitely not a nice smell.
Mm-hmm. All right, switching over to
Uh,
black. There we go. All right, just making
I
sure.
would say also just getting started can be hard, because making that first incision can really kind of make or break the whole dissection, depending, because if you are too rough, you can break a lot of things, a lot of tissues that you weren't that you didn't mean to, that can really just kind of like mangle and make it hard to see certain areas that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, when I remember like seeing those types of insights before, and they were definitely not my most favorite in the terms of smell.
I know. I always felt so bad because in high school when I took anatomy and phys, we had a essentially a shared classroom. So there
Oh.
weren't enough lab classes for all the sciences. So when we had just a normal day,
Mm-hmm.
we would be in a like a normal classroom, like a normal math classroom or whatever. And we would switch with one of the science classes when we did dissections.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there would be another class coming in right after we did all of our dissections. So as soon as we had everything cleaned and sterilized, someone else would come in, but they would have to deal with the preservative smell.
Oof, oof. Also, hey,
Because
Zingo, what?
I
Oh.
obviously it lingers. It lingers for quite a while. So
Mm-hmm.